watching Sun TV, broadcasting to the world from studios in Providenciales, in the beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands. Sun TV, your source for real news as it happens.
After being down and depressed for more than 3 years, the real estate market in the Turks and Caicos Islands is up by nearly 70% so far this year compared to the same period last year. I'm Leslie Garland, and thanks for watching. Information obtained by Sun TV revealed that the $12.5 million sale of the 11-acre parcel next to Seven Stars has led the way in this significant increase in performance, along with a number of significant sales made by real estate companies. Sun TV spoke exclusively with Kathy Brown, who is the president of the Turks and Caicos Real Estate Association, and Nina Siegenthaler, vice president of Sotheby's International, who elaborated on the figures and the performance of the reinvigorated real estate industry.
It has been very low, of course, since about 2009. We started going down in 2008. So last year, I think it bottomed out. It has with our increases. And the reason is confidence is coming back to the market. Prices are back to pre-2008 in everything. So investors are seeing it as a very good time to purchase. So the increases, that's the main factors to the increase in 70%.
Siegenthaler also gave us a breakdown of the figures.
The condo sales market year to date, so this is from January through end of September, last year was about $25 million, whereas this year it's $43 million, marking an increase of $19.5 million year to date. Homes are $25 million for 2011, up to $33 million for 2012, again year to date. This is an increase of $8 million. The land market showed a very dramatic increase from $17 million last year to $37 million this year, which is an increase of $20 million. So the total market went from a $69 million market last year to $116 million in the same period this year, showing an increase of $47 million.
Brown said the TCI has many advantages over other Caribbean countries when it comes to real estate. She explains what they are.
The advantage we have here is minimum flight time to other places in the Caribbean, maybe Cayman, Jamaica, but we're different than them. But minimum flight time from major U.S. and Canadian cities. We're low density, we're attractive for that reason. No traffic jams. The beach is absolutely fabulous. You go and sit and you feel like you're all by yourself. Low crime rate is very important. I get asked that all the time. Is it safe to walk on the beaches at night? And of course we all have to take certain same precautions, but pretty much yes, you can. So that's very important. And U.S. dollar. Some of the other countries, Caribbean countries, have their own money. Cayman, for example, is 25% more than the U.S. dollar. So even Europeans coming will bring U.S. dollars. So when they have to change it again, it's a bit of a hassle because comprehending the different rates of dollars, it can be very confusing. So the U.S. dollar is very important to us too. And I also strongly believe that we're not overbuilt. So there's very few places, and I can state this factually from a number of people that have moved here this year that have said they've tried Montserrat or they've tried somewhere else thinking they found Nirvana and are now coming here. We are a unique situation in that we're still a Caribbean island and we're friendly and low crime and all of the things I mentioned. I think that is very important going forward. We're going to attract thousands of people to come here for that reason.
Nina also gave a summary of the average price of properties and the markets from where the buyers are coming.
The average price currently is coming in at $750,000 for a condo, about $950,000 for homes, and $550,000, which is quite high for land. The demographic really follows our tourism demographic, which is majority US. We put it at around 75%, 70 to 75% US, with the balance 30% coming from Canada and Europe.
With nomination day fast approaching on October 25th, Attorney General of the Turks and Caicos Islands, Hugh Shepherd, has shed more light on the controversial issue of dual citizenship, which has affected a number of politicians who are contesting the November 9th general elections. Shepherd said if an islander obtains a passport from a foreign state after he or she attains the age of 18, whether by application for the first time or by renewing a passport from that country issued when the islander was under 18, he or she is disqualified for election to the House of Assembly until he or she cancels his or her allegiance to that foreign country. The Attorney General also noted that an additional problem affecting some Commonwealth citizens is that Her Majesty the Queen, in right of the Turks and Caicos Islands, is not in law the same person as the Queen in right of a Commonwealth country. This means that, for example, Canada and the Bahamas are foreign countries as far as the laws of the Turks and Caicos Islands are concerned. Shepherd said it must be remembered that the new Turks and Caicos Constitution was very much a joint product of both then Turks and Caicos political leaders, representatives of civic society here, and the UK government in the summer of 2011. He said that what appears to have been forgotten amongst all the views being expressed is that this particular provision was also in the 2006 Constitution. So therefore it is not entirely new, neither is it being imposed. The AG said he can see that this prohibition regarding dual citizenship potentially gives rise to difficulties in a small country like the Turks and Caicos Islands, where significant numbers of islanders are born elsewhere for purely practical reasons, such as the availability of specialized medical care. He said he understands that these individuals may, without their choosing, find themselves to be citizens of the countries that they were born in, as well as being a Turks and Caicos Islander. Former Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Delton Jones, has been appointed a director of the Turks and Caicos Islands Financial Services Commission. Mr. Jones, who retired from government earlier this year, is a public sector economist and a public finance professional. With extensive experience in the civil service, Jones replaces Mr. Oswald Simons, who resigned from his post to run in the upcoming elections. His experience includes the development and oversight of high-level economic policy for the Turks and Caicos Islands government. Jones held the post of Permanent Secretary of Finance for 5 years and coordinated the TCI Ministry of Finance restructuring in 2011. He has been a member of several government boards in the areas of international finance, investment, health, and education. Jones holds a Bachelor of Science in Economics from the University of the West Indies and a Master in Macroeconomic Policy and Planning in Developing Countries from the University of Bradford in the United Kingdom. The other directors of the FSC are Mr. Errol Allen, who serves as chairman, Mr. J. Kevin Higgins, managing director, Mrs. Anya Williams, Gordon Kerr, and Neville Grant. It was an extremely proud moment for Gertrude Saunders Forbes, who was voted the Turks and Caicos Islands winner of CIBC First Caribbean's Unsung Heroes program. Saunders Forbes, who is the head of the Girl Guides Association, was presented with a $6,000 check during a ceremony at Occasions Ballroom at the Airport Hotel on Wednesday, October 17th. Saunders Forbes, who was surprised at being chosen, said she's honored and privileged to be the TCI winner. In keeping with the rules of the Unsung Heroes competition, she signed over the $6,000 to the Girl Guides Association.
What I do is not to get anything in real. I believe that God has placed me in a position where I can help others, maybe not financially, but my time, just being there for them, talking to them, I think is what I am privileged and honored to do. I think I have a soft heart. I mean, I can be stern at times, and you can see how disciplined I can get, but I have a soft heart, and I love people, and I like to care for people, and especially what we are going through now is really rough. It's rough for everybody. And I try to do as much as I can with the little resources I have in helping others. Because I always say that your blessing will come. Maybe not financially, but it will come one day. And I am so honored and privileged to have this bestowed upon me.
CIBC First Caribbean's Unsung Heroes program has become the flagship for volunteerism in the Caribbean and is held throughout the Caribbean and countries where the bank operates. Entries come from individuals who wish to recognize the region's selfless heroes who generously give of their time and resources to improve the lives of the less fortunate in their communities. CIBC First Caribbean's country manager for the Turks and Caicos Islands, Larry Lawrence, said Saunders Forbes is a deserving winner who has made a significant mark throughout the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Our Unsung Heroes program is all about highlighting persons who ought to be recognized as being selfless. Selfless. Because it means that they give of themselves without looking for anything in return. Persons who give up their time and their resources to improve the lives of the less fortunate in their communities are selfless. So CIBC First Caribbean Unsung Heroes program has without a doubt made its mark here in TCI and throughout the Caribbean in the spirit of volunteerism.
That's our Sun TV News package for today, Thursday, October 18th. Until next time when we bring you more real news as it happens, directly to your computer, your mobile phone, or your tablet. Until then, I'm Leslie Garland, and thanks for watching.